time and CRT. Now this is it's a very cool part of timing the exact CRT during the week, during the day, and so on. And this is an excellent way of limiting your chart time, and that's why it's designed. Instead of being stuck and glued to your screen all day long, begging for a setup and just trying whatever happens, you're going to learn through the power of time to be very selective, right? I don't care if it goes up or down or left and right and just whatever happens, I don't care. What I do care about is my setup there, and is it time to take a trade? Now, you all know the kill zones, right? If you don't, then go back to lesson 8. The kill zones are the first element of trying to limit your trading time to a certain duration of the day, right? A certain period of the day. And the next level is blending CRT with that. All right, so you saw definitely in the previous lesson, Monday opens, Tuesday goes up, right? It's a very volatile Monday. And then Tuesday opens, it stabs into the Monday high, and then breaks down during Wednesday, into the Monday low. Thursday jumps around, and then Friday marks the low of the week. Now what's happening here is 1, 2, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? All that's happening here is candle 1, 2, and 3. So again, going back to X-ray vision, you're going to turn Monday into a candle, and then Tuesday into another candle, and Wednesday into the third candle, which goes down into the Monday low. And this is the Monday range CRT. Right, so you're going to use the Monday's range, the Monday candle's range, as candle number 1. And then candle 2 is going to be Tuesday, and candle 3 is going to be Wednesday. I have many students, right? They DM me and they email me to this day. They comment. They have found immense success. They have found immense amount of success trading nothing but this model, right? So all they do is when the trading week opens, then they watch out for Monday to create a range, and Tuesday to turtle soup that range, right? Turtle soup right there. And then on Wednesday, they enter all the way down to Monday's low, right? So candle 1, 2, 3, and that's all they trade, and that's how they've made. That's how they've had an immense amount of success with trading just this. Right now, obviously, you can switch it up sometimes, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. But every 2 weeks or so, there is almost always a Monday CRT model, right? Or at least some sort of daily CRT model throughout the week. And that's the power of CRT. When I'm asked, and I'm asked very often, how do you guarantee that it's going to keep happening? Because it's simply how the charts work. As long as we have access to the charts and trading, which will be for a long time, at least until into the foreseeable future. Then this will keep happening, right? And the same exact concept applies to the 4-hour CRTs, right? During the day, every 2 days or so, you are guaranteed to almost always see a 4-hour clean CRT setup. Why? Because of the numbers, right? And this was a very powerful realization, and it always is a really powerful realization to those who learn it, right? Is realizing the abundance of setups. Have you ever had the feeling when trading that this is going to be the last setup ever, and that's an irrational fear that most neophyte beginner traders have, is, this is the last valid setup for the entire month, and I need to be inside this one right now, otherwise price is going to go and massively dump 10,000 pips, or it's going to go down 10,000%, right? So this is the absolute last chance for me to enter before price explodes and never comes back for the next 10 years. If you felt that, and all of you have felt that, that's a very common irrational fear, which is calmed down and treated by this stat I just gave you of both the daily candles and the 4-hour candles. Right? Which is why I also always say that focus on trading the weekly candle range, and the daily candle range, and the 4-hour candle range. And you better be taking notes of all of this, right? Because I'll be checking the notes later. And the best, again, this is an announcement, a mid-lecture for those who are paying attention. The best note taker will get a free book. Right? That's a small, tiny little gesture from me to those who taking notes seriously. Right? So focus on these. And a lot of the success you'll find in trading is through restricting yourself, not through adding more options, right? So limiting your behavior and limiting the time and limiting the amount and type of trades you take to a certain very high quality. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it's an excellent, beautiful, easy trade, right? And that's also perhaps something else that you feel like you take good trades, right? You take a lot of good trades, excellent trades. But you also take such shitty trades that the good trades you took don't matter, because you took so many shitty trades that the good trades are overshadowed and drowned by the shitty trades, right? And the fix is to restrict yourself to trade only a certain setup at a certain time with certain criteria and rules, right? CRT in time can either be day 1, day 2, day 3, or week 1, week 2, week 3, or the daily division in hours, 4-hour candle 1, 4-hour candle 2, and 4-hour candle 3. Right? Why? Because during every daily candle, you have 6 4-hour candles. And this depends on the asset class. But you're going to follow the sequence of 159, 159 to time your 4-hour candle trades. Right, 159, 159. In futures, in the futures market, it's 2, 4, 10, 2, 4, 10, and so on. Right? One five nine. The weekly is obviously week 1, week 2, week 3. But that's more for using to finding the bias of the next week, which is very important, which sets the tone for the daily candles, right? Excuse me. Right? Now, CRT, one more thing it does, it includes everything inside the system. So this right here is a simple CRT candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, right? But also at the same time, using X-ray vision, you realize that it's more than that, because inside this candle is a whole lot of dumping. Range, trend, turtle soup, dump, range, SMT, dump, into candle number 2, right, which opens, it probably goes a bit higher, it bumps into an FVG, and then dumps massively into a key level. Everyone thinks it's going to 0, but that's a trick, and it explodes higher. Perhaps even creates a model number 1 on the lower time frame over here. And it explodes higher, closes like this, right? And closes above the high that broke the low, waiting for candle 2 to go and smack back down as an OTE, and then explodes higher, breaks above the 50%, right? And then gives you a kiss of death turtle soup before eventually going attacking the original consolidation, the OC of the market maker model, which is in fact nothing more than a C1, right? So all these concepts which I just explained to you basically the market maker model done the correct way. The real or the original way the market maker model was introduced, whether it's by ICT or by Wyckoff, is a very simplistic, ambiguous sort of way. Narrowing it down to candles is the correct way to do it, right? And all the concepts are encapsulated inside candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. This is why CRT is everything. All the concepts, all the terminology you saw me teach you in lesson 8 were applied in these 3 candles and are applied in every single CRT setup. Right? And I can just hear someone in the back of the class, if this was a real class, saying, yeah, but what about entry models? Next lecture is specifically for entry models and the only types of entry models that we have, right? CRT is everything. Here you have an order block, here you have an FVG, here you have a breaker, here you have an OTE, here you have a key level, here you have standard deviation, here you have a second leg, here you have an SMT, here you have power of 3 as well, here you have X-ray vision, here you have PLP, right? Here you have everything. Everything is encapsulated in candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. That's the framework, is using old highs and lows to produce a reaction and trade that reaction. And you can quote me on that, right? Using old highs and lows at key levels to potentially profit off of the reaction of those key levels. Excuse me. Now, CRT subtypes. CRT subtypes. Type 1 CRT is the most basic, the easiest, and most favorable CRT to trade, which is candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. That simple, right? And in this instance, you want to focus on trading candle number 3, right? This is the most favorable CRT to trade. And when it comes, it is a joy to see, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for example, 1, 5, 9. The second subtype is, and for CIC students, this is a quick brush up. Second type is candle 1 and then candle 2. Both takes the high and the low, right? So this you'll see a really fast price action, whether it's high impact news or whatever. But this is a fast price action. This is one of the most difficult types to anticipate. Type 3 is candle 1, subtype 3, candle 1, and I will be quizzing you on all these in the group chat. Candle 1, candle 2, and then candle 3 goes down in multiple candles, right? So instead of this, it goes that way. That's subtype 1, subtype 2, and subtype 3. Excuse me. A trademark cough at this point. It's part of the brand. Subtype 4 is candle 1, and then there's a pause inside candle, and then there is candle 3 is manipulation, and candle 4 onwards is distribution. I don't like calling candle 3 in this case. In this case, I would still call this candle 2, because inside candles don't really count as candles because they happen inside the previous candle, right? But they are candles and they did happen. So for accuracy, for the sake of semantics, let's call it candle 3, right? Subtype 4 is candle 1, candle 2 inside, candle 3 turtle soup, and then takes multiple candles to go down to the target. And obviously these are less favorable types, right? And then you have subtype 6, which is candle 1, and then candle 2 turtle soup, candle 3 turtle soup off turtle soup, and then candle 4 onwards goes down. And this one really trips out. Perhaps a lot of you were tripped out by these, and you said fuck this scam, but it's not a scam. You are simply uninformed. There's many ways the candle happens. There's many subtypes which you have to learn and adapt to. Right? Now, these are subtypes of the wicking CRT, which is obviously the ideal scenario. There is a subtype 7, which is the candle closing out of the range, either up or down, in which case you will trade a continuation. But there is an important asterisk to put over here, which is every single trade you take has to be based off of some manipulation, which is why this is only one subtype, which is the breakout subtype, right? Excuse me. Close above, meaning you go and the next candle, you buy into the open of the next candle, breaking out of the range, which is not the common thing to do. I don't want any of you to get used to be only breakout traders, because that, it falls into the it makes you mentally anticipate trends and breakouts, which is not what I want you all to do at all, right? That's why subtype 7 is the only subtype dedicated to breaking out, right? But it is there. It's a very important distinction. Any subtype, when there's candle 1, then any subtype it's unknown beforehand, right? You have to watch and wait for the adequate reaction. And a very key pointer here, which I have not taught before in the subtypes, is that every single subtype has, the ones you see right here in front of you, there's one very important thing missing right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to stop and think about what's missing. Right now, some of you stopped, some of you kept watching just to find out. All of these candles have within them, through X-ray vision, they have breakers and FVGs and SMTs and ranges and trends and everything. This picture right here is encompassing the entire market. This encompasses technical analysis, right? And by the way, when you see this happening, candle 1, candle 2 does not hit candle 1, and then candle 3 goes down here, excuse me, then this is a type 1. Why? Because this was an SMT most likely, and an SMT is pretty much as good as a turtle soup, right? What's missing here, though, is every single subtype in this picture has a relationship with a key level, a higher time frame key level, and key level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I hope you found this insightful. I wish you all good luck, good trading, and see you all in lesson 10.